Hey everybody, Chris from Crispy's Toys and Treasures here. So this one's going to be a November sales video. I appreciate you guys for coming back, tuning in for another exciting sales video here at Crispy's Toys and Treasures. It's been a kind of a crazy few weeks here. Let's see. So I'm trying this out. I think this mic. I'm got a new. I don't even know where I'm pointing. So I've got a new microphone coming in soon. Hopefully, kind of try to help myself out with that. I didn't like just not using anything, so I'm gonna try to use this for this video. See how this sounds. See how it works out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, this sound will work better for this until I get that new microphone in. It's just been a couple crazy weeks here. I got called last week, early in the week, Monday maybe, and was asked to come back to work on Thursday. Wow, not much notice, but so it was kind of crazy, but had a lot to think about. I did. I went back, and I'm working graveyard shift on top of that, so that's kind of throwing things off. I am doing 410s right now, but that's going to change in a couple weeks. So again, things are going to get shifted around, changed up a little bit. So it's really going to be a crazy month here. But so obviously, I'm working full-time hours into the eBay anymore, for the time being anyway. I did get it up to 1,400 listings. Of course, I guess that's going to be a whole different video that we will discuss all that. I don't want to drag this one on much longer than it needs to be, but stay tuned for more info on that, I guess. I probably should have done that first, but I wanted to get this video out. Anyway, so let's get into let's just get right into what we did in November. Forget about what's going on with my life. You don't need to know any of that. So anyway, 92.29 sales on eBay. That's eBay only. Doesn't include all of the Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, crispystoys.com, local shows. I think I got everything. Oh, and Amazon. Those are the other places I sell. This is just on eBay. I did 92.29 in November, 197 transactions, 46.85 average transaction. So now I was pretty happy with that. And that is now my best month ever. If you watched my last video in my end of October, you saw that October was my best month ever. This is my new best month ever. So I'm very excited about that. So let's get into what we did actually sell. Let's share the screen here. All right. Did you like that little tune? I don't know what that was, but all right, here we go. So it's actually a really good one. Even though it's only $9.99, I have about 1,000 of these. I don't know exact count, but it's roughly somewhere between 800 and 1,000 of these. And so why not get only $9.99? I'm only getting $9.99 plus shipping for it, but I've sold a few. As you see, this one, I have 3 available, 1 sold, because I don't put too many. I don't want to put a quantity of, I don't want to put that I have 100 of them. I feel like nobody will ever buy them until they see there's, I just don't like doing that. I probably shouldn't even do this as a quantity, but I'm hoping that people buy more than one, to be honest with you. So I may switch it up and make this back to a single item and then just relist or sell similar every time I sell one. I seem to find that sometimes does better for me for things, but that's why I don't mind this $9.99 sale. This is actually a really cool brochure, by the way, especially if you're a Ford or Mustang. Let me know if you are. I will send you one of these. This thing is actually really cool. I like old Mustangs, and this is actually a really, look at this. Just a really cool brochure. If you're interested in one of these, let me know. Lego. If you saw me on Primetime Treasure Hunter, you know how much I like to sell Lego. Here is one of the reasons why. Look at this. It's one single piece sold for $9.99 plus shipping. And that's why I like to part out, or why I like to sort through Lego collections. You can sell one little part like this for $9.99 plus shipping. All right, now let's get into a few other things. Oh, I wanted to show this before we get into the, the higher dollar items. This was just in my house. So I bought this house back in July, I think, of 2018. I'm slowly updating some stuff, updated some light switches about a month or so ago. And of course, the reseller in me couldn't resist. You see here, look how beat up the back of this one is. But I couldn't resist when I saw that. I saw it right there. Do you see up in the corner there? It says 1976 American TAC 28 TT. I was like, oh, let's put that in eBay and see. It came up at a decent price. I was like, oh, I'm not throwing it away. Most people would just take this off their wall. Into the garbage it goes. Not me. What would you have looked this up before you threw it away? Or would you have just taken it off the wall and immediately threw it into the garbage? I think that's what a lot of people would do. People are into this stuff. I actually took two different ones down. The other one I think is a 1979, somewhere in that area, and I think I've got roughly the same price on that one. But yeah, people are into retro. And if you look this up, if for example, if my house had more of these, they actually sell for decent prices. If you have like a big, like somebody was able to buy enough to do their whole house, you get really good money for them sometimes. So anyway, keep it. That's a little BOLO for you. If you have older plates like this, don't throw them away, especially if you can quickly look it up by a little model number on the back or something. Check that out. All right, so here we go. Do you remember all those magazines I talked about in my last video, in my October sales video? I had just bought a whole ton of over 400 off-road, three-wheeling, ATV type magazines for $80. Look at some of these sales. $44.99 for this one. $44.99 for this one. $44.99 for this one. They've just been doing really well. $49.99 for that one. And I'm not showing you, oh, there's another one for $49.99. I'm not showing you all the ones that I've sold for $24 to $39. I've sold so many of these magazines, it's not even funny. So here's another car one. This was part of that same auction I got those brochures in. I have a ton of this car stuff. This is Moon Automotive. So this is, if you're familiar with drag racing, hot rodding, all of this stuff does well. You'll see another one in this video that I sold for a little bit more money. Similar drag racing, hot rod, muscle, catalog parts, vintage stuff. So this was part of that haul video from Jan. I picked up this old Tonka car, was one of the things I got from her. Sold for $40.99 plus shipping. Next up, Haunted Mansion. So I'm still selling them. I showed a bunch of these that I sold in October leading up to Halloween. It's still selling into November. I sold this at the beginning of November, but it's still sold $54.99 plus shipping. And here we go. So here's another one of those hot rod drag racing parts catalogs. This one from 1963, a store, speed shop called Honest Charlie's. I think they might still exist, to be honest with you. I can't remember or not. But anyway, $54.99 plus shipping for that one. What do we got now? Jack Wild. Do you know who Jack Wild is? This is a thing where keywords are important. I don't know if the keywords sold this record. It is a promotional copy also, and I think this is the only one he ever had come out. But Jack Wild was in the show HR Puffin Stuff. If you're old enough like me, you remember HR Puffin Stuff. He was one of the kids in that show, and I'm not sure if that's why this record sells for, what it sold for. I got $49.99. I got this at a local yard sale. They have a lot of records. 2 years in a row, they've put a lot of records out in their yard sales. Both times I bought a bunch. Both times I've done good. Last year I bought a bunch, and I sold one for $99. Again, it was a promo, really hard to find promo record. They have a ton of promo records for some reason. I don't know if they used to be a DJ or something, but anyway, that was a really good record sale. I've got a few of those this month. In that same haul. This is 12 consecutive. It wasn't a full calendar year, but it was 12 consecutive. So they must have had a subscription from April of 84 to March of 85. So 12 consecutive months of this Dirt Rider magazine sold for $49.99 plus shipping. Next up, Sparks Propaganda LP. So there was a Netflix, I think it was Netflix. It may have been a regular movie, but a documentary came out about them this year. They were big on the electronic music scene, and so some of their prices started going up, and really cool music. I actually enjoy their music, and this one, I picked up a big record collection from a local auction, and this was one of those. It sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Here is more of the car stuff. Some Mountain Dew going down real quick here. Excuse me. All right, $69.99 for this. This is a dealership training kit. You see the paperwork that the manager would have used to read, whatever about the cars or whatever, and the training material. There's the 2 film strips, and this is what it looked like when I first opened it up. There's the film strips, record albums. I guess I forgot to turn that picture. LOL. Oh, you'll see, like, look there. It says that they received it on October 10th, 1957. Here is another one of those Christmas ornaments. I paid $3 each for a whole ton of Christmas ornaments in October. This one, Waterford crystal one here, sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Here is a shop catalog. Again, the car shop catalogs, $69.99 plus shipping for this one. Great sale there. And again, just all these old. This one from 1939, 1940, and I don't know why. This is just like nuts and bolts, I think, or something like that. Like, I don't remember what Dorman Products was. But yeah, for some reason, people like these old. Yeah, see right here. I'm not sure what somebody would do with this, but it's sold for $69.99 plus shipping. Here is another Christmas ornament from that same haul, yard sale haul. This one sold for $64.99 plus shipping. Another one of the car things. This one, another car dealer training kit, sold for $69.99 plus shipping for Dodge versus Oldsmobile. That one's actually listened to a little bit of that record. It was pretty cool. South Park. So let's show you here. Not sure if I can get a good right. You can see that hole on top of Mr. Garrison's head there. So he was a keychain. The only ones that were not originally keychains are these 4. The main: Kyle, Stan, Cartman. Who am I forgetting? I can't remember. But anyway, you can even see the hole on top of Ike's head there. But anyway, if these were if there was a whole set of just the figures, I would have gotten over $100 for them. But since some of those were actually originally keychains, and then the key chain part was removed, I got them for a little bit, or got a little bit less for them. I did only pay $3 for the whole collection at a yard sale over the summer, so I'm very happy with the $69.99 plus shipping I got for those. Here is a record album, Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie. So I have a wholesale account with Waxwork Records. I sell these at my horror conventions and stuff. And since I haven't had any local conventions coming up, I threw some of them online, and this one's over $59.99 plus shipping. Here is another one of the kits. This one is a Chevy kit. Actually, it was a really cool Chevy kit. Had 4 film strips, a ton of records. I think there was like 5 records in this one. Sold for $69.99 plus shipping. Another training kit. This one, 1955. Apparently in the 50s, they used metal film canisters. Unfortunately, I had some films from other kits that I had to throw away because these metal ones that they used in the 50s would actually, if they weren't properly stored, the film really did not hold up too well. Probably got hot or something at some point, but I'm glad they started using the plastic ones eventually in late 50s, 60s, 70s. It was all plastic canisters because those films are all still in really good shape. But anyway, these films were pretty good shape. So I got $69.99 plus shipping for that. Here is another thing I wholesale at my local shows. I sell these reaction figures. This Mars Attack set sold for $69.99 plus shipping. And these actually have been long out of stock, but I'm getting more of them in. So if you are interested in them, Crispy's Toys is getting more of these in. The Super 7 closed up one of their warehouses. They found a bunch of old stock, and I was lucky enough to be contacted and got a lot of their old thought to be out of stock figures coming into Crispy's Toys next week or the week after. So I'm very excited about that because some of them go for decent money now that they've been out of stock for a while. Here's more reaction figures. These 4 sold for $79.99 plus shipping. Here is another film kit. This one is really cool. 1961 Chevy. Sold for $79.99 plus shipping. That was a really good sale. Look at this. Like I said, these old parts catalogs, I can't explain it, but especially off-road, there's some Jeep stuff in here. Anything to do with off-roading, Jeep stuff. Look at this one, sold for $84.99 plus shipping for this old parts catalog. Here's two more reaction figures, and these are actually two more. These were my last two. This one actually had, let me see if I can get this to pull up here. Gears actually had a good size there. You can see it right there. Had a crease in it. I still got $79.99 for the two. I have 24 of each coming in. I think 24 anyway. I got a bunch of them coming in with that order that I just made. They found more of these. They thought they've been out of stock now for well over a year, if not a couple years. So I'm very excited about getting those back in stock. Here's an old figure. This is a turtle figure from 1990. Unpunched card. If you don't know what that means, the top there, if you see where the peg at the store would have gone through and punched that little tab thing out to hang it up, this one is called unpunched. And if you get these old, especially the vintage figures, even on my new ones, people like to get unpunched. That means it's never been hung up in a store. Usually it's a better card. And this particular one is sold for $89.99 plus shipping. Here is a Lego set that I got on clearance in July when I bought up a bunch of clearance stuff. $79 shipping for that guy or girl, since a girl set, right? Goonies figure, really cool sloth figure, sold for $89.99 plus shipping. Look at this. This was from that same magazine haul. $80 I paid for over 400 magazines. Yeah, you see that right. $99.99 I got for this one. If you are lucky enough to find this, so let me see where we got the posters here. So there's the posters that are in this. Bigfoot, of course, being the big one. No pun intended. So if these if these posters were actually still attached, they were all there. It was a complete magazine, but the posters had been neatly removed from it. If they were still intact, this magazine would have got me about 125 to 150. That's just unheard of. It's craziness. But like I said, monster truck, off-road, all this stuff is hot. So yeah, if you find one of these where the poster's still all in it, make sure to throw that up there. Yeah, that's definite BOLO if you're lucky enough to come across one of those. Here's a Star Wars figure. I actually marked it down a little bit. Sold it for 15% offer I sent out on it. And yeah, I was happy to get $97.74 for this figure. These Star Wars comic packs do well. Some of them, obviously, as you see, sell in the close to 100 or over 100 range. It's the second one I've sold in that range. Here's another Lego set that I picked up on clearance. I picked up 4 of these. I've sold 3 of them already. $94.99 plus shipping for that. And here we go. This is part of my Mr. Buys a Lot Warner Brother lot. The purchase that I made, a year and a half ago now, something like that. $99.99 plus shipping I got for this. And there's actually change in it. When I went to take the picture, there was change in here. So I guess you can say I got $104 for it because it was about $4 or $5 in change in there. That was pretty cool. So I bought 2 of these hats. They were limited edition, New Era hat club exclusive. They came with this neat little pin here. I bought, like I said, I'm a Yankee fan. I bought 2 of these. I've worn one. I had one I hadn't worn yet. I saw what it was going for, and I was like, I'm selling the one that I did not put on my head yet. And look what it sold for, $134.99 plus shipping. Wow. I think it was a $42 originally. That's what I paid for it. So, and here's a super sale. So this was actually supposed to be my item for the thrift battle that I'm going to be in. Hopefully you guys can tune in for that with me and Rachel going up against each other on Primetime's channel. And this why I listed him higher than he has ever sold for before. No pun intended again. $399.99 plus shipping. He's never sold for over $349. I priced him at $400 to get some views on him. I didn't expect him to sell that fast. Like I said, I was hoping to still have him tomorrow for the thrift battle. I thought he'd be a cool thing to show in it. Yeah, he sold. Cha-ching! Did you hear that? My phone just went off. Um, very I mean, these go for a lot because there's not a lot of them out there. This is by a sculptor by the name of Terry Reynolds. If you find the Clark Kent version where he's wearing a hat and trench coat, I believe, that one goes for right around the same price, sometimes a little bit more. Um, and then there's a third one of him in the classic arm stretched out flying pose. Again, none of them have ever sold for $3.99, but it's just I was very happy to get it, and I got great feedback on it and everything, so that was really cool. Off of the screen. All right, so that's it. That it was a really good month. Like I said, I'm very happy with where I ended up in November. Yeah, I. It's just a crazy life here at Crispy's Toys right now. Crazy crispy crazy life. I don't know, but so hopefully you guys get a chance to tune in and see me on the Primetime Treasure Hunter Thrift Battle. It's well tonight as it's 3 a.m. now here. I'm like I said, I'm on the overnight crew now. I'm on the graveyard shift at the casino now, so I'm just doing these hours even at home. But I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm gonna I'm doing eBay part time. I'm going to try to get a lot more videos out now, and that's going to be my plan. Is to I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm not doing eBay full time anymore. I'm obviously going to still concentrate on it. I still want to continue to build it up, but I'm going to try to bring you guys more content, stuff that people have asked me for. I'm working on that Lego video, and I apologize. A couple of you actually reached out to me. I am putting out a video. I'm creating it now of how I clean, sort, and all that stuff, and then how I organize Lego to sell it, bulk Lego. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you all soon in my next video. Peace out from the crispy new office.